This is the mod sled, the triple. No, not that. This. It's time to get back onto the mod sled, the triple. Remember how cool those days were? You know, before we started taking apart like a perfectly good working running snowmobile. It's triple time. Let's remind ourselves what we got here. We got a triple mod sled we've been building here. The chassis is VINed as a 93, which makes the chassis a 94. It's got a 779 triple out of it. I think somebody was trying to probably build a triple summit because over here, that's the slightly newer chassis with our Rotax 779 triple that has to go back in it. I'm not sure if this is the original bulkhead or not. It sure seems like there's a lot of like weird plates and cutting and stuff that came after. And then it's got the secondary clutch out of a Thundercat, and I think the brakes came off that thing. Yeah, they did. I robbed them off that. And then it's got a Polaris track, and there's the skid down there. And here's all the other parts for it. I guess I don't know where the track is. I got this here sled for super cheap, 250 bucks, brought it home with me when I went to pick it up that day, and it's been sitting here for quite a while now. I ended up getting it for a killer deal because it caught fire, and then the guy who owned it was moving, and I think he just didn't want to deal with it and didn't want to look at it ever again. So through those series of unfortunate events, it ended up in our hands. I don't know how far we'll get on this thing here today, but you guys have been asking about it, so I figured, hey, it's time to bring it out and at least see if we can find all the parts and all the boxes and stuff. See if we can find everything for this sled and see if what's missing at least. I would have definitely never have started into this if I knew that we were moving to a new shop. Don't knock down the camera. Had the sled for a little bit, but started the project in the summer, and I think I had this thing torn down for a total of maybe 2 weeks, and then I found out we're moving, so we're in the new shop now, but had to get her all torn apart and decide that, hey, now we gotta stick her all in boxes, get her out to the new shop. But we're here now. The shop's like, it's mostly set up, and we can tackle this thing now. I'm already worrying about where like a few parts are. I think the track is outside. I'm hoping it's outside because I started polishing up a few parts here, and one of those things where parts kind of slowly started ending up everywhere. I'll have to go out back and look for the track, but most of the rest of the stuff's here. The skid, the seat, the exhaust, the fuel tank, skid plate, belly pan, the hood's up there. And then the rest of it I think was mostly in the box here. And not very often you get to see a sled that's all torn down right to the nines. But it's always a good opportunity where you can figure out how you can put the sled back together like a little more efficiently than it was taken apart here. So what the hell is that? No way. Oh, it has a blown chain case. No way. Oh, I'm just realizing it just now. It was just sitting there. And I saw this crack right here. Yeah. Well, damn. I gotta find a inner chain case cover for this thing now. Like, look at the inside here. Like, that blew up. Well, that's okay. Whatever. We'll get her all put back together and see how many spare parts we have left, like I was trying to say there. I remember when I was in high school and I had my buddy's dad. We were changing the transmission in my high school truck. He was a mechanic, but he was in there ripping out wiring harnesses and guards. Don't need this, don't need that. I don't even know why they put that in there. I wish I turned out to be that type of mechanic. They look like they have the most fun. They do not give a I was kind of thinking resto mod on this thing though. That's I'm kind of going to be working with the parts that we have around here. I need to find a new chain case now. Just kind of keep costs down on this rocket the best we can. But if you guys like putting in some ideas and stuff like that, we're always about ideas here on this channel. Today I'm going to start here with the chassis. Here's where most people would probably send this thing off for powder coating, but we're going to try to keep costs down here and learn a few new skills. I practiced a little bit here in the back. The tunnel's pretty beat up, especially when you come around to this side. I've practiced on some little parts and stuff, but I'll be honest, this whole polishing thing is brand new to me. I don't know what I'm doing, but we're not really worried about today's ups here, especially when we've got tomorrow's ups to look forward to. Now, you might look at me and say here, hey, I don't know if this guy really knows what he's doing. And you might be onto something. This is just some practicing, but like that's pretty good though, right? Like it used to look like that. There's all these brackets and stuff that are on here. I don't know if I should be taking them off, I don't know. But I can proudly say that none of this is my up here. Whoever got to this thing before me, I think they were trying to polish up the tunnel here. Well, I think they gave her a little too hard. I don't really know what happened, but it looked like somebody got a little too fired up with the wire brush before Dad could start yelling at him. Today we're learning on the job. We're gonna get abrasive with her, and we're just gonna give her. It's gonna take a whole lot of gun in it. Let's see what we can salvage here. We probably should just powder coat the thing. That would probably fix her right up. That's not bad. That's not bad. I mean, the goal is that or better. There's our polished part. I think I can do a little better. I think I can make it a little more of a mirror finish than that. And then this side is the pitted, crappy side. And I was able to get like most of these little pits and stuff all out. This polishing thing takes a long time. This little spot took that took a while. Like I think this side will go pretty good because it's not nearly as beat up as that side. Alright, when you lay it out like that, there's actually really not that much to polish. Alright, well this thing's gonna take me a whole day. In fact, I'm even like embarrassed to say how much that little spot took me, and also I think I can do better than that too. Like I gotta get absolutely everything cleaned up on this thing, and it's gonna be a while, so I'm gonna have to actually undo most of these rivets and then get to polishing. This side's gonna be it might be a whole day on that side alone. So as I thought, we didn't really get that much accomplished today, but I know everybody's been kind of asking me about this thing, and I figured, hey, if we bring it out and I spread the parts out everywhere, I got to deal with it then, right? I'm going to take care of all of that off camera because it's not going to be super interesting sitting here watching me clean and polish this whole thing for like a whole day. So once I get the chassis done, that's really where I need to be, because once the chassis is all like to the point where I'm happy with it, then I can start bolting all these other parts onto it. But it's about getting the chassis done. So now that I got the kick in the ass, now we're into it. People are asking me like, what am I going to do with this thing when I'm all done with it? Well, I only picked it up because it was $250, so I couldn't not buy it. But ultimately, if I were to build a triple for myself, it'd be a Yamaha. So what am I doing with this thing? No clue, no idea. Spent $250 on it, spent maybe another 100 getting it running again. So we're not very far into this thing. So what's gonna become of the triple? No clue, no clue at all. We'll build it up and then we'll see what happens. I already spent a little more time than I thought I was gonna on this thing today because my polishing technique at the beginning, it really sucked. It was not good. I was getting a little discouraged. But eventually I got a result back there that I was like kinda happy with. Yeah, the polishing, it was not going well at first. So I spent a little bit of extra time there. I got a bunch of stuff to take off and I got a bunch of cleanup to do, but next video I'll show you guys how far we are along on this thing. Because once we get the chassis like all figured out to the point where I'm happy with it, we can start bolting parts back onto it after we clean those up too. Like, the clutch. Yeah, I'm not like super good at it yet, but you know, new guy. We're gonna wrap up this video there though. We're only a few days before Christmas here, so I'm trying to get everything wrapped up for me to enjoy a little bit of holidays too. I will be able to spend a little bit of time with this thing, but probably won't see a new video coming with this thing to the new year, just because a few of the things I have to do with it are pretty tedious at that point. But once I get over that hurdle, we'll be ripping. Like, I'll be working on this thing before New Year's and up into New Year's, but I don't think there's going to be time for a video on this thing specifically until at the new year, probably. Not to say that I'm not going to be working on it, because I am, because now I got to spend some time with it. Thanks everybody for watching though, and we'll see you in the next video. Oh, and I guess I'm looking for a chain case too, so if you got a chain case out of, I don't even know. I don't even know what the chain case is. I'll get back to you. Thanks everybody for watching, and see you in the next video very soon. I'm not sure what it's going to be, but we'll see you there.